Picture a structure so vast it could swallow 20 Empire State Buildings whole. A flawless cube, 400 meters tall and wide, thrusting up from Riyadh's desert sands. This is the Mukaab, or as it's simply dubbed, the cube. In Arabic, Mukaab means cube, and that's precisely what this $50 billion gamble is. A towering, cube-shaped enigma promising a holographic future. Imagine standing in the heart of Riyadh, where the relentless desert sun beats down on a sprawling construction site. Here, amidst the dust and clamor, a vision is taking shape. A vision so audacious, it seems ripped from the pages of a futuristic novel. The Mukaab, or the cube, is not just a building, it's a statement, a gamble, a dream cast in steel and glass. But beyond its gleaming facade lies a question that haunts every blueprint. Can ambition this grand bend reality to its will, or will it buckle under its own weight? Construction has begun, with machines clawing at the earth, but will this be humanity's next architectural triumph, or a colossal collapse? Could Saudi Arabia pull this off, or are the odds already stacked against it? Let's dive into the fray. The Mukaab, known also as the Cube, is no ordinary tower. It's a city encased in steel and glass, the beating heart of Riyadh's new Murabba district, and a linchpin of Saudi Arabia's Vision 2030, a blueprint to ditch oil for a dazzling tomorrow. Imagine this, a 400-meter cube, each side a quarter-mile long, its skin etched with Najdi patterns echoing centuries past. Inside, a spiral tower outstrips the Eiffel Tower, brimming with restaurants, cinemas, and vertigo-inducing decks. The star? A holographic dome so immense it laughs at the Las Vegas sphere, plunging visitors into Mars vistas or ocean trenches with a flicker. Built for 250,000 souls daily, shoppers, dreamers, wanderers. It's a bold mashup of reality and fantasy. Yet this isn't just a marvel of engineering. It's a crucible for a nation's identity, a gamble to rewrite Saudi Arabia's global story. But can a cube this wild truly stand? Work on this titanic cube ignited in late 2024, and the pace is furious. By October, 86% of the site was hollowed out. 10 million cubic meters of dirt hauled off by 900 workers and 250 machines. A temporary bridge now straddles King Khalid Road, keeping chaos at bay. The finish line? December 31st, 2030, synced with Expo 2030 and the 2034 FIFA World Cup. It's poised to rival icons like Dubai's Burj Khalifa if it succeeds. But deadlines this tight are a double-edged sword. The rush could birth brilliance or breed catastrophe, with corners cut and risks ignored. Stick around, because the cracks in this dream are already creeping into view. Money's the first fracture. The cube's tagged at $50 billion, more than some nations' entire wealth, driven by the new Murabba Development Company, with Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman steering the helm. It's a vision soaked in resolve. Yet, late 2024 numbers reveal a stark truth. Just $3.6 billion was raised, barely 10%. The financial tightrope is precarious. With only 10% of the funding secured, the project teeters on the edge of uncertainty. Imagine trying to build a skyscraper with a piggy bank that's only a tenth full. Daunting, to say the least. And the global stage isn't forgiving. Investors eye geopolitical tensions, oil market dips, and competing megaprojects, each a shadow dimming the cube's allure. The Burj Khalifa dazzled the world, but its bill doubled to $1.5 billion. Can the cube dodge that fate on a budget 33 times larger, with oil prices wobbling and investors wary? Vision 2030 hinges on foreign cash. But what if the well runs dry? The stakes are astronomical, and they're only climbing. Then there's the tech. That holographic dome, the cube's crown jewel, is a leap beyond bold. The Las Vegas sphere, dazzled with 15,000 square meters of screen for $2.3 billion, stretching tech to its brink. The Mukaab demands 20 times that scale, beaming flawless holograms across a cavernous void. And the technology? It's like promising a moon landing when your rockets are still in the blueprint stage. The holographic dome requires innovations that haven't even been invented yet, pushing the boundaries of what's possible. And if those innovations falter, the fallout could be seismic. Billions wasted, credibility shattered, and and a nation left to explain a broken promise. Could it work by 2030? Experts murmur doubt. Today's gear can't handle it. What if the holograms falter mid-show? Would tourists still flock to a dim, glitchy box? The clock's ruthless, and innovation's no sure bet. History whispers warnings. The Burj Khalifa soared, but its cost ballooned. China's Ordos Kangbashi, a $200 billion city, sits deserted, a ghost of grand plans. The cube's off to a fierce start, 10 million cubic meters dug in months. But mega projects crave more than speed. Delays, overruns, tech stumbles, any could tip the scales. And the ghosts of failed dreams linger close. Think Malaysia's Forest City, half empty and echoing, or the abandoned towers of North Korea's Rugyong Hotel, a skeleton of ambition. And the ripples reach beyond blueprints. Rewind to Riyadh. The Mukaab's rise is redrawing the city's pulse. That bridge over King Khalid Road, it's choked traffic on a lifeline route. Businesses salivate for a boom, but construction clamor and spiking rents breed tension. Safety's a specter. 900 workers battle desert heat, a grim echo of past Gulf builds. And the earth, moving 10 million cubic meters, scars the land, though parks and bike lanes promise balm. And beyond the city, the cube's shadow stretches far, displacing communities, straining resources, and testing a nation's resolve. This cube's not just a structure, it's a tremor through millions of lives. Will it lift them or leave them buried? Now, envision the win. It's 2035, and the Mukaab, the cube, reigns supreme, a radiant colossus in Riyadh's night. Holograms paint the heavens, luring crowds from every shore. Inside, 250,000 roam daily, shopping, feasting, or peering from the spiral tower's edge. Tourists marvel at holographic whales swimming through the air, while locals sip coffee in cafes, perched hundreds of meters above the city. Riyadh has transformed into a global hub, rivaling the likes of Dubai and Singapore. The cube isn't just a building, it's a catalyst for change, a symbol of a nation's bold leap into the future. And the ripple effect? A tourism boom, jobs flooding in, and a skyline that screams innovation, a beacon for a world hungry for the next big thing. It's Vision 2030 incarnate. Oil fades, tourism ignites. Could this outshine Dubai's gleam, pulling wanderers from the Burj's shadow? It's a feat of steel and dream, a new legend born. But flip the lens. What if it crumbles? Picture the cube as a modern-day Tower of Babel, half-built and abandoned, a skeletal frame haunting the skyline. Investors pull out, technology fails, and the once buzzing construction site falls silent. Riyadh's gamble becomes a cautionary tale, a reminder that even the grandest visions can crumble under the weight of reality. And the scars run deep. Workers jobless, taxpayers burdened, and a nation grappling with a dream deferred. That $50 billion could vanish into a hollow husk, a monument to hubris. If cash stalls, tech flops, or crowds shun it, the cube might mirror Malaysia's Forest City, empty and echoing. 250,000 visitors daily is the pitch, but deserted halls tell no lies. Workers, residents, and a nation's hopes all dangle on this thread. Success isn't destiny, and failure's jaws snap close. Which way will it break? Where stands the Mukaab? The cube today, February 2025, sees construction roar on, but peril stalks every step. $50 billion, untested tech, a merciless deadline. It's a wager that could redefine cities or ruin them. Will it fuse sci-fi with stone, birthing a new urban dawn? Or will it sink, a $50 billion parable carved in sand? And as the world watches, one truth looms large. The Mukaab isn't just a building, it's a mirror, reflecting humanity's wildest dreams and darkest fears. The tale's unwritten, and the world holds its breath. Dream or disaster? Cast a vote below and linger for more plunges into humanity's wildest gambits.